Hey guys, so I am going to be reviewing a few art apps, and here I am reviewing the brushes in Sketchar, I think it's called, and it's this really cool app where you can learn how to draw things, and I was gonna test the canvas out, and I'll be drawing my character Angel. But I'm going to test the canvas out in this video and show you two art apps, so let's just get into it. So, I really like the choices of brushes. I know we already passed this part kinda, but the choices of brushes are like a small amount, but like they're a good variety. That's something I really like about this app. And then, I really like how the brushes look, and I like how the settings are. The one thing is that I don't have the pro version, so some options aren't too great to me. Something that I was kind of bothered by is that you can't add layers, and you might be able to in the pro version, so just remember this, guys. I might not, but also sorry for this atrocious hand, I know. So this is my rough sketch, and I had to go to the upper layer to do line art, obviously. But all went by actually, like the line art was really smooth. It was kind of weird because there was no stabilizer, and I'm really used to having a stabilizer, so, you know, it was a little, wonky. But I like how this drawing turned out. So I am just coloring this in, which actually went pretty smooth. There's no bucket tool, but, again, I don't have the pro version, so there might be that in the pro version. But the coloring actually just let me color it more traditionally, which is actually kind of relaxing. So I'm just coloring this the nice traditional way, really. And, I really like how they put the color palette out, and how, I like the square shapes, so I really like how they put it. And, also the canvas sizes, I didn't show this, but there's a pretty, good amount of canvas sizes. That makes sense, like, the variety of them, where it's, like, skinny or square or landscape. I thought that was kind of cool, or how they were labeled for how you would draw in them usually, or how they're most really known for that, and I thought that was kind of cool. But during the coloring, again, it was kind of weird because I had no bucket, so all I had to do was just like freehand it, and the size is a little like loose for me because it's on my phone, and I have a tiny phone in like not big hands. I have tiny hands, but you get my point. So that's a little weird on phone, but it's pretty actually fun to do with on phone. I don't think I could use it for a real illustration like that I really focused into, because I don't have the pro version, and I have quite a bit of drawing softwares, but this is really fun to doodle with on your phone, and I actually really recommend it if that's what you like to do. If you just like to doodle on your phone, I do really recommend this app. And again, I'm sorry for the hand. It's like the liner is so wonky. But I remember coloring the hand, I realized how broken one of the fingers looked, but it's fine, like from a distance doesn't look too broken. But again, this is like really good if you like doodling on your phone, and the settings aren't really too hard to figure out. It's like pretty easy, kind of figure out. If you know a normal software or drawing software, you pretty much know what everything does, so it's really easy to read, which I love. And it took me so long to adjust to drawing apps, but this one is so easy, and I wish I started with this one, to be honest. I might be a lot better at digital art if I did, so this is actually a pretty good starter app that I do recommend for beginner artists. Just, it might take money. If you want the pro version, but it's still really a good app. And the brush size is actually pretty good. I think I already said the palette was pretty good. And the one thing I didn't like was how the smudge was. It was such a weird texture that I couldn't smudge the eyes to blend it. Well, I guess it's called a blender, but I'm used to calling it smudge because of Procreate. Anyways, here's the little drawing I did in Sketchar. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyways, another cool thing they have is tutorials where it will show you step through step on how to draw things. And I thought this was a really, really cool feature. And they do this with all sorts of categories: animals, food, celebrities, and anime. And I think this is a really cool way to teach people how to draw through an app. And this is like me lazily trying to do it, and I did a too thick of brush. But here, like I said, they have so many options on what to draw. And they even have a section where you can do pixel art. I've been looking for something like this for quite a bit. And I just did this little doodle since I'm not really used to pixel art. And let's call this little guy Jimmy. Yeah, this is Jimmy. Say hi to Jimmy, everybody. But anyways, getting off subject. This is a really cool app actually. And I think it has some really cool options for just like doodling and like playing around, or if you want to put serious art into this, like, then it's also pretty good for that too. It was just hard for me to do that because of my tiny little phone. But I really like the pixel art. So it also has just like so many cool little challenges you can do, and just you can learn from every little thing in this app. So this next app I'm going to be showing is one that I actually animate with personally, and I do animations from it time to time. If you look in my shorts, you can find them. So here I'm animating my little character Nietzsche, and it's actually really easy to animate on this. It's not confusing at all. They have a good variety of brushes and textures, and it's like the settings aren't really hard to figure out. I mean, there's like quite a bit, but it's not like a confusing setting, which is actually very, very helpful. This is also another good beginner app. So here I'm just animating, and animating is actually really easy to do on this. You just kind of pick to do an animation and then make your canvas. And here I'm just looking at the brushes, and like I said, they have a very good variety of them. And this one I really like because it's just so inky, and I don't know why, but I like the ink effect. And it just like really actually soothing how the brush texture works and how it flows onto the canvas. It kind of reminds me of like if it was a real like ink brush. I think there's ink brush. Anyways, even if those don't exist, I really do recommend this app. I mean, to duplicate the layer settings really aren't difficult at all actually. And it just, you have the duplicate function. My main, this is kind of weird for me because my main animating software can do this. That's a little, it's hard to explain. I'll go over in another video. But like this is a really, really good app to animate with if you're just bored and you have your phone and you want to animate something small. This is a really good app to do that with, and I would totally recommend to do that. So I do that all the time. It's also just really smooth and in the way it animates. And you can not only just do animations, you can do tracing and just normal drawings. And here you can see that you can mix and match the texture and shape and kind of the brush. And here I'm just going to be doing this little drawing, or it's really just a rough sketch of a girl holding a flower. And it's not too original, but just all I could think of to doodle for this. And it's like a really nice app though, and I like how easy the settings are. I probably already said this, But I like your options also for the gallery. I like how it's so easy to just decide if you want to do an animation or a drawing or trace. I think that's a really cool thing about it. But it's a really nice app that I do like to animate with. And I'm sorry if I repeat myself. So I guess I can't say too much more because I've already said how much I like this. But I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I think that's all the time we have for today. Also, sorry, I'm gonna see if I can try and get the audio better. But anyways, see you guys next time.